Hello everybody, and welcome to Changeling Gaming, where today we are going to be playing a very calm and relaxing version of Canvas. I am Jeremy, and I am joined by our resident artist, Emily, as she will surely outshine my creations with her incredible creativity.
We'll see.
I am certainly looking forward to this. It is a very calming game where we will be sliding all of these pieces in to match various restrictions that have been placed upon us. So just sit back, relax, and listen to our soothing voices and descriptions of our artistically challenged creations as we endeavor to relax and fill your mind with just repetitive nonsense. After all, repetition is one of our goals for this game. So, enjoy, and I turn it to our first player for the game, Emily.
Alright, well, taking a look at the board, we have some goals that go pretty high. Especially repetition goes up to 16. That's a lot relative to exactly 6, which is only 10. Where to begin? I'm going to match Hierarchy's image with the creepy hand erupted.
I knew that was going to be your first choice as soon as you got the first pick. After all, that was what I would have grabbed.
Well then, it's a good sign since you're such a good game player.
But you make the better art.
Don't doubt your creativity.
I will select this one. The meteors swarming down upon us. Oh, I love that nice gate.
Alright, a new card. Gate.
I know what I want.
Well, I think the best thing overall for me is to probably take this first card, which if you just said you know what you want, maybe isn't this because it's the same color. So hopefully I'm not interfering in your current strategy at the very least. Or at least not too harshly.
I mean, that's a good card for you anyways, because those two together is variety.
It is.
Well, I really want that gate, so I'm going to slide all the way over and collect it. It does give me some pretty good coverage overall, so I'm happy with that so far. Slide them all in. And over to you.
Ooh, the view, the window just came out. And that is a really nice card.
It would be a really solid pickup. It would guarantee a lot of the things you're looking for.
I'm not going to grab it just yet. I also don't have to worry about it too much. I'm noticing you don't have palettes right
You're not wrong.
So maybe I won't stress on this turn, but I might think about it in the future because on this turn, I oddly might do something else.
And what might that be?
I'm trying to think if I can make Pride work because Pride is awesome, but also it's an interesting challenge to go for exactly 6. But I think out of all of them, it might be the weakest goal. But at the same time, like, I think in order to be able to combo any of these, having multiples might help. So I'm just trying to think if I can make that work or not.
It's true. You just gotta remember what you'll be covering up to place that in.
Yeah, I'll be losing a triangle.
And then you need to find another way to get it, but you wouldn't be able to with 3.
You know what? I'm gonna grab pride, but with a different combination in the future. I'm grabbing pride.
That is a shame. I wasn't going to say it, but it was actually the one that I was hoping to make fit into my goals. You wouldn't have known.
I would not have known.
I mean, if I just present this to you, that one green uncovered in the middle would be exactly 6, exactly filling out the one of each color, exactly getting everything I needed.
That pride cannot be a part of your fireball demon gate.
It's imminent freedom.
Oh, okay, well.
Just means I need to pivot. Well, not that I can pivot much because I have no palettes, so I am obliged to acquire the warning.
Interesting.
As we slide. I mean, it's not particularly, I have no choice. Now I'll have a little bit of choice. But...
Okay, I think this is when I will take the view.
It does everything you need it to. I do not particularly like it, but I must acquire it. It does give me 2 palettes, but it does not mesh with anything else that I have.
I'm trying to decide if I take a turn now to buy something I want or need, or do I make my first artwork? That's the question. I think I am going to take one more card. I'm going to take this beautiful one while it still has a palette. And I'm going to put it to the side for now.
Alright, and we slide. And draw the next. Oh, I love the boat. The Adventure is such a fun card. Just gorgeous off in its corner. But now I can only acquire one last card from which I must make a piece. And everything sucks.
Everything is awesome.
Nope.
No? No? Everything is cool in your body. No? Are we gonna get sued?
I don't think we're necessarily going to get sued, but I'm just looking at what is here with all these different things, and basically nothing seems to align in a way that is entirely what I would like it to be. Well, I could do something with that. It is...
Talk it out a little bit like I did.
No. Oh, okay. I was stuck in one line of thinking, and I found a perfect fit for a completely different line of thinking.
I did have my eye on that butterfly.
Might not fully work the way that I wanted to, but at least it's... Oh, yeah, no, it does cover something. That's okay.
It's gonna work out. Everything's gonna work out.
No, it won't, but it's fine. And now we both must present some artworks.
Alright, well, I'm very excited to be able to introduce to you. Oh, I thought that said finding because I read it upside down. Well, we're going to call it Finding Pride anyway because that's more meaningful to me. It says Fading Pride, which is really sad. So I guess actually there's 2 ways to look at this piece of art because they're either celebrating their pride or they're somehow
put
Let's see. I think it's gonna have to go in front of all the colors, of course.
Makes sense.
So we're gonna call it Finding Pride. And with Finding Pride, I'm qualifying for a few ribbons.
Just a few.
So I qualified for variety because I have 4 of a kind. So I get 1 pink ribbon. Thank you. I don't qualify for exactly 6. I actually have 7.
Too much. You weren't too happy with the pieces.
Yes, but I do get repetition. And I qualify for hierarchy.
You do indeed qualify for hierarchy.
There we go.
Well played.
Thank you.
Now, on my side of the scale, I would like to introduce you to a little piece of art I will refer to as Peaceful Warning. Where I have the butterfly on the one side, a wave off in the distance behind, and a lamppost guiding us onwards. Now this particular one is very atypical. It does not qualify for variety. It does not qualify for consistency. It does not qualify for repetition.
But
what it does qualify for is hierarchy. And I have 2 silver ribbon generators for every color wheel. So I get 4 silver ribbons.
Wow. 8 points alone. That's amazing.
It certainly is a choice.
Wow.
Because now it is much harder for me to get the requisite points on anything else here to make it terribly worthwhile. So
interesting.
It's good, but I'm certainly still in a pickle.
That is a situation.
In any case, with that, we turn back to our resident artiste, who has actually composed a canvas with more things than just a love of color.
I think that's an awesome play. I'm going to kick us off with 1 palette for this person climbing the ladder with purpose.
And 2 suns.
2 suns.
One of the most important pieces for hierarchy.
Yes.
Let us slide over. I don't think it's the end of the world to acquire some barbed wire, especially with the 2 pallets that rest upon it.
That does have a great benefit.
And over to you.
Well now, I think I'm gonna have to use my palettes to grab a pretty valuable card, given that you can also get there. I'm gonna grab the Divine that has 2 triangles and a sun.
That is fantastic for basically any kind of pattern creation.
Now I have to try to figure out how to make it work, but I'm going to.
I'll go a little closer and place 1 and acquire our little ship, the adventure ship, given that it is really quite pretty. And the risky dice, another of my favorites.
Very. I think I got too excited maybe about that card because I need a rainbow, and I'm trying to think if I can make a rainbow.
Yeah, you would have needed this one, it seems. Variety might unfortunately have to slip from your grasp.
I think so. But I can still maybe have a comeback for tier 2.
You can get the 2nd tier, absolutely.
Because hierarchy is still pretty good to get, and repetition. And
you've got many fantastic tools at your disposition. The question what is the best way to use them.
Okay, so I do have to give up variety, but I now qualify for a few things. So I will make this piece of art.
All right.
So I'm gonna
slide it into
I'm gonna make corrupted purpose. Okay. So in making this piece of art, I qualify not for variety, but for consistency. Sorry, exactly 6. So I get a green ribbon. And then repetition.
1 repetition.
Thank you. And I do qualify for hierarchy.
Indeed you do.
Thank you.
Very well done.
Thank you.
And now you leave me once more, pondering my lot in life.
Anything you can share?
I'm just trying to parse how I might best fill certain spaces. Just to see what is even worth considering at this point. Also trying to remember that I can only utilize 3 cards. Which ones will make the most, have the best impact. And I actually think it is my turn to have to go full greed. All the way to risky. It is a risky choice, but I need it for my current painting, and I'm at 5. So I cannot wait to acquire it. As the masked card comes out.
Alright.
In any case, I return the turn to you, as you must acquire some webs.
I must.
And now, I put it together and see if it does do what I require it to. It's either or, but what's the layering that looks better? I think this one. So, I now present to you all Risky Freedom. Now, Risky Freedom presents us with a lack of variety, but I do actually exactly have 6 for consistency. I also contain 1 pair of triangles for repetition, and 3 suns are more than anything else, so I have hierarchy.
Very nice.
And 1 silver ribbon for having a single square also present within this painting. And so I bring home a somewhat accoladed artwork.
Beautiful.
Shuffle my pieces over.
Keep it in the honor slide.
Oh yes, I forgot to do this after you took your turn. And the cannon makes an appearance.
Okay, I think I would really like to grab this stack of books. The truth.
Alas, I literally just placed my eye upon that. But oh well.
Next time?
There won't be no next time. I only have so many draws, and I must take the bouquet. I do get 3 palettes for it, but I fear it overlaps too much with everything else I possess currently. We slide and draw anew. The Expanse.
Oh, I was literally just thinking, I don't think I can get to hierarchy. But
you have 4.
I have 4. And that card could work to get me there.
It certainly has the potential.
I just might be trapped with my last choice.
But there's no other suns on the board.
No, and if I leave it,
If you take any other
Yeah.
card, I can take it. Given that I have 3.
What actually might be... Oh, okay. Hold on. May I borrow your math brain, una momento?
Sure thing.
If I take
Masked.
the masked, that'll give me 2 sets of repetition, which will get me up to 16 if I make it with truth.
True. What else would you complete?
It would also complete nothing. I would get exactly 6. I would get exactly 6.
So you would also get consistency. So this would be effectively a jump in 9 points.
Yeah.
And a jump in 3 points.
Okay.
While over here, if you do manage to complete hierarchy, you are accomplishing a jump of 6 points.
Hierarchy, plus it would get me to at least tier 2 repetition. Because I would still be able to... No, I don't think I would get... I would still...
With what you have currently, it would not get you enough.
Yeah, there's no way to get suns for variety or anything either.
These are the only suns that are currently available.
I think I have to take my advice of just sticking to a stream. And actually, repetition has been my stream. Even though I thought I could get to hierarchy. So I think I am going to...
Repetition is blue, so yes.
I think I'm going to take masked and see what happens in this last turn.
That is fair.
The magic card's going to come up right now or something, isn't it? Oh, that is the sticker. That is the card I need. But you do have to take something.
I do have to take something, and I cannot reach the bed. So you can actually get it, no matter what I grab.
That is the card. But the triangles will be more, but I'll get variety.
You would get variety, which would be worth 4 points as opposed to the 3 from consistency. So it is net 1 positive point for you.
Mm-hmm.
So knowing what you are going to grab, is there something better I can do for me? Because right now, it's hard to see. Unfortunately.
Well, what are you trying to build?
I'm not entirely sure. I was trying to figure that out as we went, but every time I pick something, something else seems to send it away. Again.
Is there another way you can get your last hierarchy? At least get that one?
Well, it's this piece of nothing, basically. But I'm trying to figure out if that is the most points that I can acquire. Because if I do get this, I mean, all of these are blues, so it covers whatever else I have, which means then I only have a green or a red. I would need it to leave yellow clear.
George is here to console you.
Hello.
Hey. George is just coming to say hi. Hello. Do you think you'll sit? Probably not. And you can't have my water. I'm watching you. You can say hello. Hi. Gonna get all your cat hair on me. Well, that's okay. That's the deal I make with cats.
Now there's a different kind of pain that I'm suffering from.
What's that?
believe I see a way that I could do a lot of good, but I am one palette short.
Aww.
Because what I would love to do is acquire both of these. Because if I have both of these, then I can, with beauty, actually acquire variety. I wouldn't get a repetition, but I would get both variety and hierarchy, and I believe a consistency. And those would be lovely to acquire. However,
I'll buy.
it seems unlikely. And so I have decisions that I must make on what is actually best. And I do not like it. It does not fill me with the joy that I wish that it would. I believe this is the best option that I have. So I will slide and draw. And pass it to you.
No, I really do gotta go for the flat flaps. I think that's the most outcome for me.
That is, I think, the correct choice. Well, Curiosity the cat. I hear you.
So, are you debating between taking that last card or creating an artwork?
I mean, I might as well take this last over here. Even though it won't. Well, okay. I can make some things work with that a little bit better. Not by much, but the tiniest bit. So I will. Make the best that I can with the situation I am in.
And I'm going to make Masked Truth. I would like to present my artwork, Masked Truth, in front of this beautiful watercolor array. I feel like with the bed flying around in the background in the books, it looks like somebody's dream, like their dream has been coming to life, or
it is certainly a dreamscape.
Something like that.
So what have you completed?
I actually qualify for variety, so I get a pink ribbon.
Indeed.
I don't qualify for exactly 6 again. I went a little overboard. But I do qualify for
2 repetition.
2 repetition. Voila.
And no hierarchy.
No hierarchy. How about you?
Well, I thought that by layering expanse on top of bait, I would get 6, and I do. But at the unfortunate cost of hierarchy. And 3 points is not worth more than 6 points.
That's true math.
And so unfortunately, I must throw this to the wind. In order for me to acquire hierarchy, I must leave the expanse on top so that I have 2 suns. Because anything else that I put overlapping it, I believe. Wait. I have one possibility. It's not pretty.
But it does qualify for a lot.
But it does work.
It does.
And actually, I can make it a little prettier just by doing this.
That's such a funny, obvious one that actually applies for the 2 things. Interesting.
All right, so let us put together on this bright orange pastel sunset. Immense beauty.
Beauty.
Even though the meteors are a little hard to spot against the background. But this piece of artwork happens to have exactly one of each for variety. Which also means it has suns that are equal to the number of each other type of symbol, meaning I acquire one final purple ribbon. So I will slide this in down there.
Perfect.
So the adventure and bait were both left unused, but they're fun in their own right.
My nightmare trap of spiders and the spooky quilted ghost remain unused.
So let's pull these down. And out of curiosity, so
Are we telling the story of our creations?
I will tell the story of our creations. My creations began with a peaceful warning where a wave erupted in the distance and danger seemed just on the horizon, just peeking into our world, which then overtook everything that we know, and it was a risky attempt and a break for freedom that was required next of our intrepid heroes in their endeavors to enjoy life, and particularly the immense beauty of life on the outside with their freedom. Though looks based on the meteors like their freedom may have cost them more than they desired at the end of it all.
A whole new chapter is coming.
Indeed. There was a warning, and then freedom took some risk to acquire, but it is an immense beauty.
Beautiful. Well, starting with my first piece of art that I said was finding pride. It is in fact fading pride because it will go into my story. So this lovely person wasn't as confident in themselves. It was starting to become a slower day. Maybe, and I think maybe pride in this case doesn't have to be our lovely name for pride, but something somewhere was making them feel not themselves.
Pride in their work.
Pride in their work.
Artwork.
Pride in their artistry. And then there was corrupted purpose. There was a calling, and that was maybe why the pride was fading. So
the pride was fading because their purpose had been corrupted. And in this, it looks like they're reaching for the stars.
Exactly.
So their purpose was to find the stars. You might be dealing with an astronaut of some kind.
Maybe. Or maybe they were striving for something they didn't want to strive for. But at the very end, all was revealed with the masked truth. Perhaps it was all just a dream, and they woke up to realize their real purpose.
Or their truth had been masked, and they had to uncover it.
So who knows what this next revealing chapter will be for them, but hopefully a very good one.
Oh, certainly. Shall we tally our ribbons?
Let's go.
I have a rather minute showing from most of these ribbons. There is one exception.
I'm very impressed with the silver ribbons you have.
It was one painting that was worth 4.
Very impressive.
So, your red ribbons are worth 8, while mine are worth 4, given that I have but a single ribbon. For the greens, we both earn 3.
Great.
For the blues, however, you come in with 16, and I manage a single measly 3. But for our purples, you acquired 9 points worth to my 15, And then the silvers are my only shot at redemption, coming in at 2 points per ribbon and 10 total points.
Very impressive.
But we shall see if it is actually sufficient,
Mm-hmm.
and I suspect it shall not.
Well, let's see.
Let's add. What have you achieved?
I have achieved 36.
36 points. A mighty score indeed. And we are, in fact, off by 1 point.
1 point.
And I have 35.
Wow. You tracked that.
These three together are worth 10, same as these, and the purples are 15. For 10, 20, 35
35.
to 36.
Wow, 1 point.
And as always, I bow down to our resident artiste in her, with her incredible capabilities.
1 point is not far behind. 1 point with 5 silver ribbons.
They're only worth 2 each.
It's really impressive.
In any case, I hope you enjoyed, well, we hope you enjoyed your time here listening to us today, and have a wonderful rest of it. Or if you're asleep, maybe consider waking up at this moment.
Wake up and learn what your new masked truth is.
Mhm.
Or if you're at work and you just want to hit replay, keep going. You got this.
Enjoy. And as always, remember, keep changing, keep gaming, have fun.
Bye for now.